Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Coffee Rant with Dano. If you had to hit pause to have coffee with us this morning, go ahead and do so now, as this will be a lengthy discussion, guys. This is Recall Monday. Monday recall. Food recalls all over the place. Thank you to everyone who had sent out messages, leaving it in the comments, or sending me emails about some of this. We're going to start off with probably the most confusing one, because we don't actually have any products recalled yet. And the CDC is giving information on what to do with some of the deli sliced meats. Okay, so we're going to be reading a little bit from Forbes here. Forbes website, if you would like to follow along. Listeria outbreak hits 12 states, especially New York, Maryland. 2 deaths reported. Now, I believe one death was from Illinois and one was from New Jersey. So just get that out there right away. Do believe there are 28 hospitalizations, with probably a lot more than that. Okay, this is... I'm just going to go right into it here. The latest outbreak of the bacteria Listeria has spread across 12 states through deli meats, killing 2 people and causing nearly 30 hospitalizations. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention warned on Friday, though no recalls have been issued yet. So it's kind of up in the air. I don't know. Key facts. The 28 reported hospitalizations have been tied to cold cuts sliced at deli counters, according to the CDC, which collected samples from people exhibiting symptoms between May 29th and July 5th. 2 people died, one in Illinois and another in New Jersey. Through the CDC, though the CDC admits the true number of infections is likely higher than 28 and have gone unreported. The CDC interviewed 18 of the 28 people who reported infections, with 16 saying they had eaten sliced deli meat. And they go on to say Listeria can affect deli meats as well as spreadable cheese, meat spreads, unpasteurized milk, smoked fish, melons, sprouts, and other cheeses, according to the CDC. So I guess within dairy, because, we find Listeria in ice cream from time to time, too. Let's see, get Forbes. Okay, so here are the states that are involved. New York, there have been 7 cases. Maryland has been 6 cases. Georgia, 2 cases. Massachusetts, 2 cases. Missouri, 2 cases. New Jersey, 2 cases. Virginia, 2 cases. And Illinois, 1 case. And I assume that's the one that had died. And I assume that the 2 that we saw for New Jersey, one of those is a death as well. Not 100% sure on that, as these numbers look like, let's see, 7... Okay, so they say 28 hospitalizations, so I don't know if these ones that are included were the ones of just hospitalizations, or the 2 that have passed away also. New York, Maryland, Georgia, Massachusetts, Missouri, New Jersey, Virginia, Illinois, Minnesota, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin have all been affected. Then they go into how harmful is Listeria. We're going to skip past that because we have talked about Listeria so many times on this channel. It's ridiculous. And it really is, guys. It's just crazy how much this is between Listeria and Salmonella. I mean, it has just been an ongoing event for a year or 2. I mean, it's just been ridiculous. Let's see. How should consumers avoid Listeria? We'll go over this. The CDC advises people to avoid eating sliced deli meats unless they are heated before being eaten. And I read somewhere that it was like 165 degrees. You heat up your sliced deli meat at 165 degrees, it's going to be toast. So, I mean, if that's what you got to do to make it safe, I just wouldn't be buying any deli meat. We're not going to be. It's, we'll talk about some things here later on. The CDC also recommends regularly hand washing it with soap, checking that refrigerators are set to 40 degrees Fahrenheit or lower, keeping raw meat away from produce, thawing raw meat in the refrigerator and not on the counter, washing fruit and vegetables using designated cutting boards for produce and meat, using a food thermometer to make sure food is cooked thoroughly, and refrigerating leftovers within 2 hours of serving them. So basically, you just want to do what, in my opinion, is common sense and clean your area when you're done cutting up meat and vegetables or whatever, right? Clean off your tabletop or your cutting board and all that. I mean, I feel like that is, something that is pretty much common sense. But I guess they have to put that out here these days. Okay, let's see. We're going to cut out of here for a second. And we don't know what products it is. I read another one. Okay, don't quote me on this, but I think it was in USA Today, okay, where they said, it could be liverwurst, ham, turkey, okay, two of the most popular out there, and really, you could argue liverwurst is pretty popular as well. But we got a lot to cover here today, guys. That's one, we don't know what the answers are. I know some people had asked, had said about this, some hours back here, and I just don't know what to say. It's like, stop eating deli meat, I guess, until we figure out what's going on. I mean, everything seems fine and good until they talk about, 2 people have died from this. And if they're leaking it back to the deli meats and stuff, well, I don't know. I guess, it's our food is just being, I don't, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. It's like, it has just gotten so ridiculous with this stuff. I was half tempted to not do this, and then I saw just a flood of different recalls, and was like, you know what? Just throwing this information out here, guys. Throwing this information out here. You can look it up as you please, with all the different recalls and everything going on. I highly recommend checking these literally when you wake up in the morning, because it just keeps happening. So, anyway, I'm just going to quickly glance over, if I can even find it. Okay, yeah, USA Today here. Let's see, they give a little bit. They say across the Midwest and East Coast, we can pretty much figure out by the states involved. People have reportedly become ill from the bacteria that can lead to foodborne illnesses, the CDC announced Friday. The case sampled were collected between May 29th and July 5th. Now, the thing with Listeria, and this is something that I've learned just from reporting on it for a while, symptoms can take effect within a few days and up to 70 days. Up to 70 days it can muster in the body, I guess, and then finally hit the right roller coaster. I don't know, but that's what they say, and it's like, I don't know. Let's see. CDC officials say 16 of 18 patients ate meals sliced at deli counters, primarily deli sliced turkey, liverwurst, and ham. Primarily. So you could basically just say, well, we don't know for sure, but we know that a couple people ordered this. So we don't know which ones it is. This is very vague, and we're just going to back out of this because this is, I don't know. I like I said, I didn't even really want to talk about this because you guys know I like doing a little bit of research on some of these things, and the only thing that we know for sure is that Listeria is spreading through deli meats, and it's affecting 12 states, 2 are dead, and 28 hospitalizations. 2 that were dead are Illinois and New Jersey. And chances are Listeria can literally live in your body and it never affect you. And as usual with most things, it's going to affect elderly, it's going to affect pregnant and younger children. So, and it could affect anybody. It really could, and that's why we're throwing this out here. But we're going to go into some of these other food shortages, or not food shortages, but different food recalls. Oh, guys, I'll tell you, I just, I'm not a big fan of doing these recall videos anymore, just because I hate to deliver this kind of news for everybody, because, we're always talking about stocking up on food and buying food and getting good deals on it. And then you read something like this, like, wow, I just bought up a bunch of this stuff and now I gotta get your money back. Always get your money back. That's the one thing I can say. Always get your money back, no matter how much it was, because if you don't, then these things will never get corrected. Okay, this next one we're going to go over, I'm going to be honest, if you're a little squeamish, or if you're eating breakfast right now, maybe hit pause and come back, because this gets pretty nasty. So, I'm just letting you know, that is a spoiler warning here, or just a warning in general that this is going to get, you may want to put your breakfast down. So, rice sold in 7 states. Also, we are reading from Fox Business. It is on several different sites, though. Rice sold in 7 states, recalled due to possible contamination of rodent origin. The rice was sold in stores in Arizona, California, Florida, Maine, New Hampshire, Oregon, and Wisconsin, so all over the country. Rice sold in 7 states has been recalled to the possibility of contamination by a foreign object that appears to be of rodent origin. About 4,600 cases of the 16-ounce, 4,600 cases, like boxes, of the 16-ounce poly bags of, quote, Lundberg Family Farms Sustainable Wild Blend Gourmet Rice are impacted by the recall announcement, which they actually have a link within Fox Business website you can click on here. The recall announcement said by the FDA. There are 6 bags per case, meaning there are more than 27,000 bags under the recall. The product is a mixture of black, brown, red, and wild rice, said the Lundberg Family Farms website. The recall was first announced on May 10th, 2024, but was classified by the FDA as Class 2 on July 17th of 2024. And here I have a little bit of a... So, we have all these different classes of recalls now. Have you noticed that the FDA has started putting, like, different classes on everything? Like, I'm sure they've had this before. They would call it Class 2, Class 1. But it's like, it's almost like they put it on a risk level until they can do more research and then put it on a different risk level. Right? Like, is it worse or better? You know? I don't know. Check the FDA's website out on that one. It's a little confusing to me. A Class 2 recall means a situation in which use of or exposure to a violative product may cause temporary or medically reversible adverse health effects, consequences, or where the probability of serious adverse health consequences is remote. A representative from the Lundberg Family Farms told the website Health that the recall was done out of an abundance of caution and that the recall products are no longer being sold on store shelves. Well, that's good. At least you took them down. Additionally, no illnesses have been reported from the consumption of the affected product, the representative told Health. I assume Health Magazine. I don't know. It just says Health. Maybe the FDA. I'm not really sure. It's all vague anymore, guys. They just want to throw it out there and let you do all the research or muddle through the confusion. The recalled bags of rice carry the UPC number of 73416-00430, lot code of 231004, and the best buy date of October 4th, 2024, said the FDA. The affected products were sold in grocery stores in Arizona, California, Florida, Maine, New Hampshire, Oregon, and Wisconsin, noted on the recall notice. Other rice products from the Lundberg Family Farms or bags of sustainable wild blend gourmet rice with different lot numbers were not recalled. Okay. Recall number 2 in the books. Okay. And, you know, I think you could probably figure out what the rice or the rodent thing is. I think they just don't want to say droppings. Kind of hard to see in some rice. Sorry, I know. You know, but that's... now, let's see. Now you can pick up your breakfast again. I don't know. Let's see. There was a hot dog recall, and I can't seem to find it now. It's another reason why I like doing the research on all these things, because sometimes recalls have the tendency to... Okay, well, here's one I do want to go over. This is Listeria from the Washington Post, linked with the silk milks and stuff that we were talking about from Canada. Let's see. Well, I don't know. Washington Post doesn't want us to look at it. They want us to subscribe and do all this other stuff. No thanks. Getting out of there. Okay, well, maybe we won't read it today. Ugh. Let's see. Click down here on more news. Maybe we can find a different article. I could have sworn I read through it before, though, and it didn't have all that. Let's see. Nah. It wants us to pay to read their articles, so we don't pay to read articles on the internet. So, bye-bye, Washington Post. Let's see here. I will say the top headline here says, Listeria linked to non-dairy products, kills 2, sickens 10 in Canada. That is the top headline. If you were subscribed to the Washington Post, that is exactly what it says on here. Listeria linked to non-dairy products, kills 2, sickens 10 in Canada. And it is on some of the different silk products that we actually covered last week. Let's see. It just keeps coming, guys. Keeps coming. Recall Monday. Recall. Hot dog recall. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Here we go. See, we got Newsweek on here. I think that's actually the link someone had sent me in an email. So we'll read from Newsweek. Hot dog recall as safety warning issued. Shocking. Let's see. Several hot dog products have been recalled by their maker as they failed to undergo proper inspection. 3 ready-to-eat hot dog items produced by Kentucky-based AW Farms were found to have not been inspected by the U.S. Food Safety and Inspection Services, or FSIS. The recall was launched on Monday, July 15th. Quote, the problem was discovered when FSIS was notified by a state public health partner about these products, end quote, the government body said. Quote, FSIS investigated and determined that the hot dog products were produced and distributed without benefit of federal inspection. The following products are subject to this recall. French City Foods 6-inch 12 to 1 hot dogs. 10-pound boxes containing 2 5-pound vacuum-sealed packages containing the French City Foods hot dogs, and then 10-pound boxes containing 2 5-pound vacuum packed packages containing frozen pork, beef, dextrose, salt, sugar maple, Geo brown all meat hot dogs, and then finally 10-pound boxes containing 2 5-pound vacuum sealed packages containing from beef, dextrose, salt, sugar, maple, Geo brown all beef hot dogs. Okay. So, yeah. All products include, quote, packed on dates from approximately May 30th onward, and all bear the establishment number EST.47635. Again, that's 47635 inside the U.S. Department of Agriculture mark of inspection. Each has a shelf life, of around 45 days. The items were not available to buy by regular customers, such as in a grocery store, but were shipped to establishments in Ohio and West Virginia only. The FSIS has said it is concerned that some product may be in restaurants or hotels, refrigerators, or freezers, and that restaurants and hotels should not serve these products to their customers. It advises either throwing them away or returning to the place of purchase. Return to the place of purchase. Return to the place of purchase. Okay, guys. So now that's the recalls. That is the Monday, full-on Monday recalls. And now we're just going to talk a little bit about what's been going on with the whole Crowdstrike thing, because I've been getting a lot of comments on that lately. So I have counted 4 planes in the last few days. Now, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're... Now, Cincinnati seemed to get hit pretty good with this, as I guess they use a lot of Microsoft systems. For those of you who are just finding out about this, Crowdstrike was the security update patch, I guess, that they put into a lot of Microsoft systems across the world, and there was a bug, and it was failed, and now we have all kinds of craziness going on at airports and hospitals and doctors' offices and banks, and it's just one thing after another. Thank you all who responded of different things happening in your neck of the woods. It was good to, it was good to hear that it was happening to more people than just us. And I still don't see any planes. One of the planes I saw was a DHL. One plane that I saw was one that was in that video that I did a couple days ago. And I haven't seen squat. Now, Jessica said she saw a plane. I'm including that one. So, and I did see one. I mean, I'm sure they're coming in and out. I just don't know the normal pattern. Maybe they've changed their flight routes or something. But as far as an update, I have heard that some doctors' offices were having issues, that they were taking people's like insurance and like driver's license and stuff, and like scanning them or faxing them over because they were having computer issues. A lot of places were having issues that were only taking cash around here. There were a lot of gas stations that were only taking cash. Don't know if those have come back yet. Me and Jessica were actually going to do a video at Kings Island for you guys at the Grand Carnival, which is it's like an international food tasting, which we may do that later on. But I didn't want to go up there because Kings Island is all cashless. And if they were having an issue, well, you know, I guess I could have called them, but we were kind of having a lazy day yesterday. Anyway, so I went to Dollar Tree. Thank you all who watched our Dollar Tree video. You know, Dollar Tree is really awesome. You know, different things to throw in your pantry. Just save for a later day or just for whatever. You know, I mean, most of those items are $1.25 and a lot of good quality at Dollar Tree. But yeah, as far as the whole Crowdstrike thing, guys, I don't know. I think it's all crazy. As far as the recalls go, I think it's crazy. Like to put, I mean, obviously you have to put something out, okay, about the deli meats. But doesn't that just kind of like, I mean, I have my opinions, and it's like I don't really know where to go with that because it's like, should I stop buying deli meat? Like, what the heck? You know, I mean, I just don't know anymore, guys. It's like, it's just one thing after another. It's one thing after another. These recalls keep happening. It's like every day. These recalls have all happened in the span of just a few days. Oh, and also Walmart's recalled a lot of cucumbers, which apparently they're all off of the shelves now. So I don't think you have to worry about it. But there was a cucumber, the whole cucumber recall that happened about a month ago. Well, they just, I guess Walmart had taken a bunch of their cucumbers that were affected out as well. So we'll just have to keep moving forward, guys. I hate to be so doomy and gloomy here on this Monday morning. Hopefully everybody has had a great weekend. Wasn't able to get out to a store today. Wanted to talk about the recalls. A lot of people were talking about the deli meat one, and what I don't like about it is the confusion as to where we don't know which ones they really are. They have not put that out. There is no recall, actually. They're just putting out this health notice, right? So make sure you're burning your ham and turkey to 165 degrees so that it is listeria free. Or you can do like Dano's going to do here and just not buy any for a while until this all clears up, I guess. I don't know. I went a long time without buying cantaloupe, so I can go a long time without buying deli meat, I guess. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Not sure if I'm going to have anything out tonight or not. Maybe there'll be, I don't know. Maybe there'll be another food recall. It's like when these things happen in droves, I'll do a dedicated video to them, right? But unless it's something big that I know a lot of our viewers use, like deli meats, but anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.